Okay, so now we're back with part 2 of resizing this and preparing this photo for a template. Okay, so as you can see, I'm actually getting this pretty close to size. So I'm launching or trying to get my photograph to match this little pink box. So I really just need a little bit more tweaking. Little bit bigger. And again, it's really just for visualization purposes for this customer. Okay, so we've got that resized, and that is good enough for me. So we'll hide that. And obviously, if this was like a very complex shape or whatnot, we would spend a little bit more time on this template. Since they're all going to be rectangles and we're going to go out into our main artboard when we're done and pull our exact sizes later, we're not too worried about it. This is just for visualization. So I'm going to grab my marquee. I'm going to start grabbing some of these. Okay, so I'm going to hold shift and just keep adding to these. And I could use guidelines, make this a little bit better. This one's open, so we'll just pretend that it's closed. Okay, and then I'm going to go right click with all those selected, layer via cut. And then you'll see these are all of our windows. Okay, so something I would do too is create a new layer in here and make like a little bit of a gradient. And you could do this however you'd like. I'm going to stick with something like that and fill this with a little white to gray gradient. Give us a cool little background. Okay, and then I'm going to control click on my windows right there. I'm going to delete those from that gradient layer. Okay, and I'm also going to go in and kind of clean some of this up that we don't actually need. So I'm going to take my marquee from a fixed size to normal. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Now I have 3 windows over here. I can't really see them, so I could probably just copy some of these over to make it look like they're there for now. So let's try that. I'll just cut it off to there. I'm going to delete this. I'll try to get our file size down a little bit. And I'll just show you when we drag one graphic in how this will work in that template. So we're trying to keep a theme going here, so I don't have to wait on my computer to crop this again. I'll just show you this right now, and then I'll kind of clean this up. So I'm just going to open one of our existing projects like this. The gym doors are where we're kind of pulling our graphics that we already created before. So I'm going to open this and just kind of drag a few of those layers over. We could drag the whole group over if you wanted to expedite it. I'll just drag one piece of art over so you can see what we're doing. So for example, I'll bring over this empathetic, innovative game changers text to this outside pick. So color mode was off. And I'm just going to drag this under that template layer. Okay, so now you can see I'm starting to work inside of our actual window. So when we send this to our customer, they can see what it's going to look like on their building. Okay. This is where we'll start to work, and it's kind of nice to work under these templates. When you go to create any kind of artwork, you can really see your work firsthand, and then everything cuts off and you can avoid the cracks and whatnot. We will go ahead and delete that mess just for a little bit of organization. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to delete that background. I'm going to create a new group up here. I'm going to call this template layers. Okay, I'm going to take all my layers from my template, drag them in here. Okay, I don't really need that pink box anymore. I can leave the windows if I want. Okay, and we'll just hide those. I will rename these. I'm going to rename layer 1 building. And this was some of our weird background. We can delete that. And I'm going to call this gradient. Okay, I'm going to make this template layer folder red. So I'm going to right click. Oops. I'm going to right click and make that red. And then kind of hide that. I'm then going to make another folder. And this is going to be my artwork. And we'll make that green. Okay, so now I have all my artwork. And my templates are in here hidden. So what I was saying before is how the template isn't super important. It's because when we're done with it, we're just going to hide it and then grab our chunks as we need it and print this off for our printer. So we'll panel it into 54-inch max pieces and kind of prepare it that way. Okay, so there we're at. We have our template, we have our artwork, we're all organized. All I have to do now is save and continue designing.